Right now I'm working on a piece of nonfiction that I plan to publish online, and the tentative title for it is 19 Arabs with Box Cutters. It's, of course, as you may guess, it's written to be timed for the 20th anniversary of September 11th. And I'm not going to say anything more about it right now, but I do find it really interesting and curious, and I don't know what the right word is. It's one of those things that makes you wonder. That the loop is closing. It's gone, or the circle has gone full itself, because the Taliban are back in power. In case you hadn't heard, the Taliban have taken over Afghanistan again, and so it's almost like this last 20 years has almost been inertia. You know, whatever you might say about the Taliban, I'm not saying that they're good guys at all. I don't think you could say that the propped up regime that was in charge after September 11th provided a pretext for the invasion of Afghanistan. You know, I'm not sure whether one could speak that highly of that regime, and one certainly can't speak very highly of the Western powers who exploited this this event, which well, there's more to say about the event itself, whether it was an orchestrated event or not, and I'm not going to go down that route right now because I want you to read 19 Arabs with Box Cutters once it is written. But I just find it there's some kind of it's a bitter thing to say that somebody's being served just desserts by this, because there's so much human suffering that's taken place over the last 20 years. I'm not going to gloat about this happening now, because it's gloating over, you know, an enormous amount of human suffering, including the suffering of many U.S. soldiers and countless numbers of Afghani civilians. So, you know, it's not a game. This is not like a movie. This is really happening. So, you know, gloating mode off. But there is something that I have to remark upon with this 20-year anniversary framing the return of the regime that was supposedly the regime that was, you know, that 9/11 was designed to give a pretext for taking out, in addition to doing all other kinds of things, of course. It was the new Pearl Harbor, in the words of the paper that was prepared in the late 90s by the Project for the New American Century, neocon, neoliberal think tank. So 20 years and it's come full circle, and what has changed? You know, nothing has changed. Things have been restored. There's been a kind of restoration to the way things were 20 years ago. I just find that worthy of commentary. And of course there's a certain, you know, again, a certain degree to which I think some very powerful and unscrupulous people are being served their just desserts by this, but it's at the expense of so much innocent life that I'm not gloating about it at all. But I just think it is something that is worth commenting upon, and so I have. Thank you for watching. My name's Andy Nowicki. Check out my work at altrightnovelist.com. Check out my latest book, The Insurrectionist, which can be purchased at terrorhousepress.com.